There is no funnier bit in this weekend's The Naked Gun than one involving stars Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson in a menage a trois with a snowman. Deranged and delightful, the sketch comes as a montage halfway through director and co-writer Akiva Schaffer's reboot of the beloved spoof film, which earned an admirable $17 million at the domestic box office this weekend. The sequence is straight out of Schaffer's old stomping ground, The Lonely Island, the comedy troupe born out of memorable digital shorts from Saturday Night Live. For the first half of the new Naked Gun, Neeson's hardened detective Frank Drebin Jr. and Anderson's femme fatale Beth Davenport have been at odds as they investigate a murder. But, in a case of art imitating life, they eventually succumb to their desires for one another. Fleeing Los Angeles for an idyllic cabin in the snow, a romantic montage kicks off with Neeson and Anderson frolicking to the Starship song, "Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now," most memorably in the 80s classic Mannequin. The pair builds a comically large snowman and romp in a wintry landscape. They steal glances at one another from across dimly lit rooms and over the steamy water of a chalet hot tub. Things take a turn when they remove a book from a living room shelf titled Spells and Incantations. A supernatural green light travels from the book to the snowman outside, bringing the giant creature to vivid life. We won't give away the entire bit, but this snowman finds himself straight in the middle of a Hollywood throuple, one that quickly dissolves into jealousy and attempted murder on the snowman's part. Schaffer caught up with Variety to dish on the absurd scene, why it was the hardest sell of the script, and how he managed to overcome Paramount's doubts over what will now be an unforgettable part of this new entry to the canon. You preserved so much of the Naked Gun legacy, but this snowman sequence feels straight out of The Lonely Island. The idea of the killer snowman is certainly not a well-worn trope. I don't believe there is one in The Snowman, starring Michael Fassbender, but it does exist in my mind because of Jack Frost. I've never actually seen Jack Frost, but I've seen the trailer to Jack Frost, and I am aware it exists. There are two versions. One with a really bad CG snowman and one with a person in a costume that, if you Google it, looks strikingly like ours. That's not an accident.